Christmas where, when, and why. And for just a minute, I want to share with you something. I remember being 9. My daddy pastored a Free Will Baptist Pentecostal Faith Church. My mom always did the play. And of course, I had a brother that was older than me, so we always had a part because she could make sure that we knew our lines. I remember hauling furniture in and out from our house, our living room furniture, literally for us to use for parts. But the thing I remember most is at the end of the play, we got excited about brown bags with apples, bananas, and oranges, a Snickers bar, and a peppermint. Does anybody remember that besides me? We got excited over that. That's a special Christmas memory that I have. And tonight, you're going to hear of some kids that are looking to do a report about Christmas memories and how special they are and why they have a special meaning in their heart. We've got some interesting characters that you'll see in a different position than they normally play in our church. And I'll just leave it at that and let you enjoy that. Boys and girls, are you ready? Are you ready? Okay. Miss Kim?
Perfect tree farm for you to do a little research on your English report. Now, when is it due?
Next week. Our teacher said she'll have a few of us read our papers out loud to the class each day. I dread it. I'm going to feel kind of goofy asking people questions and stuff, like a newscaster.
You never know, Gabe. You might find you like this assignment. Finding out about people's favorite Christmas stories sounds like a chance to hear some good memories. I think you might even enjoy yourself.
Maybe.
Well, hey there, fellas. Welcome to Tan and Mom's Christmas Tree Farm. I'm Tan. Actually, my given name is Tanner Knocked Bomb. That's knocked as in Stilly Knocked. And Bomb, that's spelled B-A-U-M. It's German. But I go by Tan, works great here at the farm. That's enough about me. How you guys doing? Y'all need a tree?
I think you just found your first story.
Story? Man, I can tell you some stories. Which I tell you, if it keeps snowing like that, we're going to be snowed in. I can tell you a bunch of stories. About 15 years ago, I started this here tree farm with nothing but a few seeds. Excuse me a minute. A few seeds in a water pot. The first day, I went out with a shovel and started digging the holes and making sure the rows were straight and all. And
Well, I think the stories I need have to be about Christmas memories.
Oh,
where
man.
they were, when they happened, and why they're so special to you.
Oh, I tell you what, you hit the jackpot, buddy boy. I love Christmas. Always have. Why do you think I started this here Christmas tree farm? Hey, you thirsty? Don't be shy now. Come on over here to my snack bar and get you a little something. I want the Tan and Bomb Christmas tree farm to be a full-service operation. While you look for a tree, you can get you something to eat, get you something to drink, get your presents wrapped, and listen to some Christmas carols sung by our own little choir back there.
Wow, Tan, this is some setup you've got out here.
Well, I don't like to brag, but I will. You know, the Tan and Bomb Christmas Tree Farm has been voted the #1 tree farm in LaFleur County for the past 14 years. Hey, where's my brother Dan? Hey! Dan! Get out here! I got some friends of mine I want you to meet. Here he is.
Well, hey, everybody.
Hi, I'm Joseph Messenger, and this is my son, Gabe.
Hello.
Hey, Mr. Messenger.
Hello, Mr.
Bomb. Dan N. Bomb. Write that down if you'd like. Dan N. Bomb. Well, actually, my given name is Daniel Nabidad Bomb. Now, that's Daniel, as in the lion's den, and Nabidad, as in Feliz, and Bomb. Spell that B-A-U-M. In case you don't know, it's Spanish.
No, it's not. It's German. Mama said so.
Well, excuse me. You know, Tan here always has been a little jealous because Mama named me after a Bible character.
I am not.
Tan, don't hate me because I'm biblical.
Guys, really, we can look around for ourselves. We can find that tree on our own. It was really nice meeting you guys.
Hey, Dan, Mr. Smarty Pants, Gabe here has to get some Christmas stories together for a report at school. I told him I thought we could sure give him an earful.
We sure can give him an earful. I tell you what, while y'all shop around for your trees, we'll walk around, you can interview us, and we'll tell you everything you need to know.
Hey, I tell you what we need. What we need is for that snow to slow down a little bit. And the second thing we need is for some music. And I tell you what, we got a little choir back there. I think some holiday music would just do good right now. I call this right here my twinkling tweenager. Hit it, guys.
Walking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Isn't no wonder you can see every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling.
snow, barefooted, uphill both ways.
And you know, that was the year that I got my Atari, and it had Pong, and Combat, Space Invaders. Remember Space Invaders? Not all that fancy stuff they got today. But you know, those were the days.
Oh, Dan, come on now, brother, get hold of yourself.
Dan, you remember that Christmas? That's when you got your Sean Cassidy record player.
You were so proud.
You know, these kids nowadays, they don't even know who Sean Cassidy is.
Thanks, Mr. Dan. That takes care of my first story.
Well, I tell you what, Gabe, that is good. You got that information for your story? How about something hot to drink? How about something hot to drink? Okay, we're going to get something hot to drink. You stand right there. This is our very own wise man, wassail maker. His name is Hot Apple Cider. Why don't you pour some of that wassail apple?
Everyone works throughout the tree farm has to have a Christmas themed name. Santa puts them all in hand and you get to choose. Who knew I'd be so lucky?
I guess you were the lucky one, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, make sure you check out the gift wrap stand before you leave. It'll be worth it, I promise.
Hot apple cider. Will you mind telling me your most favorite Christmas memory?
Sure, babe.
Okay, cool. Here it was. When it happened and why it's so special.
Well, it was right here in town a few years ago. It may seem weird, but it was the Christmas after my dad had lost his job, and we didn't hardly have any money. But my parents just decided we would make the best of it. So me and my dad went out in the country and cut down a tree. And when we got home, my whole family decorated it. We strung popcorn for garland, and we made most of the ornaments ourselves. I remember my mom had on all the old Christmas songs on the radio. It was kind of like an old movie. It may seem weird that was my favorite Christmas, but it was.
It's a great story. Thanks for telling it to me.
No problem.
Dad, there's some friends of mine from school. I'll be right back. Hey, guys.
Hey, Gabe, what's up?
What are you doing here?
Duh, Ivy, it's the Christmas tree farm. Why are we here?
I don't know. I'm just hanging out.
Well, my mom wanted us to come out and get a Christmas tree, and my dad thought that while we were here, we could get some stories for the paper we have to write. Have you got started yet?
No.
Paper?
Yeah. The report we have to write for Miss Lato's English class that's due next week.
Oh, wow. Was I there that day?
Well, I was feeling kind of weird just going up to people and asking them questions. But if we do it together, it could be fun.
Okay, let's go ask my parents if it's okay.
Okay, we'll be back in a minute. Dad, is it okay if I walk around with Holly and Ivy and work on the assignment with them?
Sure, son, that'll be fine. I guess I'll just have to find that perfect tree for your mom all by myself. Have fun.
Cousin, I tell you, we will be more than happy to help you find that perfect Christmas tree. Fact of the matter, I'll get my sister Nan out here as well. That way we'll get a woman's perspective on this thing. Hey! Nan!
Guys, really, that's fine. Y'all done enough already. I'll be able to move around and get a tree just
Now,
on my
don't
own.
be silly. That's what we're here for. We'll be more than happy to help you find that perfect tree.
This place is so crazy.
Yeah, those guys are really funny. I like them. Well, are you guys ready to find our next victim?
Totally.
Let's go.
What's this paper supposed to be about anyway?
Hey! I know that yell anywhere. Somebody needs a tree, and I could have fresh one at that. Let's go. Come on.
watching, it's a wonderful life. Riding in the car, looking at the lights. Smell the turkey and sampling the pumpkin pie. Going to church on Christmas Eve. Holding a candle and someone reads the story of Jesus, love for you and me. What are your visions of Christmas? What are your favorite traditions? Don't you know how they make you feel inside? Holiday scenes from years gone by that warm your heart each time your mind remembers your visions of Christmas. What are your visions of Christmas? What are your favorite traditions? Don't you know how they make you feel inside? Holiday scenes from years gone by that warm your heart each time your mind remembers your visions of Christmas. Reading cards from faraway friends, remembering blessings you've been given, wishing this feeling of Christmas would never end. What about that man over there?
Okay.
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind if we ask you for a few questions? It's for a school report.
The only question you need to ask me is why I'm crazy enough to live next door to this Christmas tree farm. Well, every year it's the same old thing. People come here and waste their money buying these trees that they're just going to throw away after the holidays. And I'm allergic to them anyway.
Sorry to bother you.
So what's your most favorite Christmas memory?
Favorite Christmas memory? Hey, Christmas is the biggest waste of time and money there is. I don't see how people can be so foolish.
So you're saying you like a real simple Christmas?
I don't like any kind of Christmas.
Really? Wow. I've never met anyone who didn't like Christmas. So why do you hate Christmas?
I think we need to try to find somebody else.
Yeah, let's go.
Wait a minute. Can I get your name, sir?
My name is Evan. Evan Cruz.
Well, if it isn't my old friend, Evan the Sneezer Cruz.
Oh.
I've been expecting a visit from you. Me and Evan have known each other for years and years and years. And years and years. I'll tell you what, I think this man, we call him that, Evan the Sneezer, for obvious reasons. I think he is allergic to just about everything, especially my trees here. But he comes by every year about this time just to see me.
Well, thank you for bringing up such a painful memory, Tiny Tan. We call him Tiny Tan because he's only 4 feet tall when he got to 11th grade. But whatever, I've had enough of your Christmas tree farm.
So, Mr. Mr. Cruz, what was the most favorite gift you've ever received?
You don't give up, do you?
Give up what?
People spending money on gifts is as silly as people spending money on these crazy trees. They buy you things you don't want and you can't use, and then they say, well, I thought this looked just like you. Well, I must look like a chia pet because I got a whole collection of them. You dare say anything about it, then they say, well, it's the law that counts. Well, if that's the case, I just wish they'd stop thinking about me. These trees. really tried to smile when my neighbor came by with a fruitcake casserole. They called me ungrateful, but my grandma Mabel gave me reindeer-scented cologne. I got 25 ties that play jingle bells and a pair of pajamas that made me look like an elf. But I won't say a thing, I'll just have a yard sale in the spring.
It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the thought that counts.
Then they should think better.
It's the thought that counts.
Well, then they haven't got a clue, cause they keep giving me, yeah, the thought that counts blue.
What was Mama thinking when she gave me a painting of Yogi and Boo Boo Bear? Then there was my cousin who thinks I need a dozen pairs of socks and underwear. My Aunt Faye crocheted me some slippers. I got a DVD of every episode of Flipper and if I complain, you know what people say.
That's right, sing it, girl.
It's the thought that counts.
Well, then forget about me.
It's the thought that counts.
I'd rather have the money.
It's the thought that counts.
Well, then they haven't got a clue, cause they keep giving me the thought that counts blue.
It's the thought that counts.
Can I get a witness?
It's the thought that counts.
Give me a gift certificate.
It's the thought that counts.
Well, then they haven't got a clue, cause they keep giving me, yeah, the thought that counts blue. Oh, they keep giving me, yeah, the thought that counts blue. Oh, just what I always wanted, another Looney Tunes tie. I know what I can do with this. These trees, I hate these trees.
Okay, so I still need to know which one of those gifts you mentioned was your most favorite.
I give up. Tan, I'm out of here, but you ain't heard the last of me.
Well, I sure hope not, Evan. You know I love you.
He was so nice. I'm so glad we interviewed him.
Sorry I'm late, sir. I hope you're not upset. Have people been waiting on you?
Oh, it's okay. Just calm down. Just calm down. It'll be all right. But I do want you to meet a few friends of mine, though. Holly, Ivy, Gay. This is Hey Her. He's our Christmas rapper. Do your little jingle for him there on Hey Her. I just love it. You know my sister Nan, she's quite a little songbird, but she wrote this thing. And I tell you what, I just like to stay on the cutting edge of things at the Tannenbaum Christmas tree farm. I mean, we have our wise man, wassail maker. We have our snack bar, and we have paper. He is so good at this. Do your little jingle for him, man.
You want the Christmas wrapping the name of paper? I like wrapping gifts in December. I'll wrap around anything you prefer. Even gold fragrances on hooks. So come see me for your wrapping needs, because I'll be right here for Christmas Eve. Wow,
that's awesome, Paper. You rock.
Yeah, where can we buy your CDs?
Thanks, guys. Glad you liked it. Well, I better get wrapping.
Hey, you guys. Miss Grace, she's about to read the Christmas story. Yeah, Miss Grace is about to read the Christmas story. You know, this is a tradition here at the Tannenbaum Christmas Tree Farm. Well, every year, Miss Grace reads a story to the kids while the parents shop for a tree. But many times, the parents wind up sitting in and listening as well.
Christmas story from the book of Luke, chapter 2. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria. And all went to be taxed, every one into his own city. And Joseph also went up from Galilee out of the city of Nazareth into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary his espoused wife, being great with child. And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered. And she brought forth her firstborn son, and wrapped him in swaddling clothes, and laid him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you good tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. And it came to pass, as the angels were gone away from them into heaven, the shepherds said one to another, Let us now go even unto Bethlehem, and see this thing which is come to pass, which the Lord hath made known unto us. And they came with haste, and found Mary, Joseph, and the babe, lying in a manger. And who was that baby?
Jesus.
That's right, Jesus. He's the greatest gift the world has ever received. I'm so glad you came to listen to the Bible story. You know, I think hot apple cider has some refreshments waiting for you.
Grace, that was just wonderful. I have some friends of mine I want you to meet. Holly, Ivy, Gabe. This is Miss Grace.
Hi.
Hi, I'm so happy to meet you all. And thanks for joining us. I just love to read that passage. I look forward to doing this all year long.
We really enjoyed it, Miss Grace.
We're doing a report for school on people's most favorite Christmas memory. Would you mind telling us about yours?
It would be my joy, Holly, and thanks for asking.
Okay, great. First, I need to know where it took place.
Well, that would be my hometown of Springfield, Tennessee.
And when did it happen?
When I was 17 years old.
And why is it your favorite Christmas?
Well, at the beginning of that year, I was in a car accident that left me paralyzed. That's why I'm in this wheelchair. I remember the day the doctor told me that I would never walk again. I just wanted to die. I was so angry and bitter. But my parents kept encouraging me not to give up. After a while, I began working with a physical therapist. Her name was Hope, and she was so sweet to me. We worked together for several months, and by the time Christmas came, I was really feeling depressed. I remember thinking, what a horrible Christmas this is going to be. Well, Hope invited me to go to a candlelight Christmas service at her church. I had never been to church before, but then I'd not been anywhere but the hospital and my house since my accident, so I was ready to get out and do something. I remember sitting there and listening to the pastor tell the story of Jesus. I had never heard anyone talk about him before. While he was speaking, I began to feel something happening inside my heart. I couldn't explain it or understand it at the time, but I knew that I would never be the same again because of Jesus' love for me. That night, I asked Jesus to be my Lord and Savior, and that's why it's my most favorite Christmas memory. But you know, the most wonderful Christmas actually took place about 2,000 years ago in a stable in Bethlehem when Jesus came to earth to save you and me.
Yeah, that was awesome.
You're very welcome, hon. Messiah, the story of Emmanuel, the story of the wonderful Prince of Peace. It's the story of the Christ child, the story of a coming King, the story of salvation that He brings. And I remember when I first heard the story of Jesus. I remember when I first heard about His love. The day I heard the sound of His name, and I knew that I'd never be the same anymore. The story of Jesus.
It's the story of a manger, the story of some shepherds, the story of angels singing peace and honor. It's the story of a Savior, the story of a Virgin, the story of the promise from God's word. And I remember when I first heard the story of Jesus. I remember when I first heard about His love. The day I heard the sound of His name, and I knew that I'd never be the same anymore. The story of Jesus.
The story of Jesus.
You remember when you first heard the story of Jesus. You remember when you first heard about His love. The day you heard the sound of His name, and I knew that you'd never be the same anymore. The story of Jesus. The story of
Through the years, since that night, Jesus has taken away all the anger and bitterness I had about being paralyzed. He's shown me that in my weakness, I am strong, and that I can bring Him glory through my life just the way I am.
That's an amazing story, Miss Grace.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks for telling it to us.
You're very welcome, honey.
Well, we better try to get a few more stories before we have to go.
Okay. You guys go on, and I'll catch up with you in a minute. I want to ask Miss Grace a few more questions.
Holly, you have some more questions for me?
Miss Grace, when you started talking about Jesus a minute ago, I felt something happening inside me. And to tell you the truth, I don't know what it is, and I really want to know what it is. Could you tell me some more of the story?
Sure, it would be my joy, hon.
Tell me the story of Jesus, right on my heart every word. Tell me the story most precious,
So did you get some more good stuff from Miss Grace?
Yeah, I sure did. She told me the rest of the story.
What else did she say?
Why don't I just write it all down and you can be surprised when I read it to the class?
Girl, you have to tell me right now. I cannot wait until next week. Best friends do not keep secrets.
Okay, Ivy, I'll tell you all about it on the way home.
Well, Ivy and I got some good stories too. I think we're done.
Oh, well, how'd y'all do? Y'all got your stories done yet?
Yeah, Dad, it was a great idea for us to come here and get some stories. I'm really glad you thought of it.
Well, I'm super dad. What can I say?
It's kind of weird that most of the stories we had didn't sound like they should be a favorite Christmas memory.
What do you mean, son?
Most of them happened when people were going through really bad times. One guy said it was the Christmas when his dad had lost his job. The lady telling us the Christmas story says hers was when she was in an accident.
I think that's pretty cool, Gabe. And you know, it doesn't surprise me. When people go through hard times, they learn how important it is for them to depend on the Lord in the hard days as well as the easy days. Christmas always makes people remember the past. And when they do, they have to remember how faithful the Lord was to get them through those hard times. I guess as time goes by, they learn to remember those times differently because they learn to remember the goodness of God.
Well, we better go find my parents. See you Monday, Gabe.
Bye, Gabe.
All righty. Dan, you might need to help Dan with that tree there. I don't think he can handle it. Y'all need to get that tree on home so y'all can commence to decorating. By the way, Dan, which Christmas story did you tell?
I didn't tell them one. They didn't ask me, so I didn't think they wanted to know.
Oh man, I'm sure that's just an oversight. Gabe, get your notebook back out and let's get one more story for the road.
How about hurry, Gabe? She's going to melt the snow.
Miss Dan, will you mind telling me your most favorite Christmas memory?
Oh, you want to interview little old me? Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Well, my given name is Nanette Noel Baum. That's Noel is in first and Baum spelled B-A-U-M. It's French.
No, it's not. It's German.
It is Spanish.
Well, y'all can be whatever you want to be because I'm French. Oui, monsieur. Anyway, let me see. How many pages you got in that paper? Because it's going to take a long time. Okay? Well, my favorite Christmas memory. Well, it all started one time when we were walking to school barefooted in 3 feet of snow. Uphill both ways.
What are your favorite traditions?
just look.
What are your visions of Christmas? Don't you have
That's her.